Hello and welcome to Expert Talk that comes to you through the courtesy of ThinkSoft Global. Expert Talk is a series of short experience sharing sessions by testing experts in the field of banking and financial services. How do you reduce costs and still maintain quality as the business grows? Delivery is the essence of the contract. No software testing service can underplay its importance and survive, let alone grow the business. How does ThinkSoft do it? Let's listen to Meera Krishnan, Vice President Delivery Services, tell us how. Over to you, ma'am.
ThinkSoft's specialization in testing in the BFSI segment gives it an edge. This is probably why it was called in to do a release level regression testing for a card processing organization. This company had many clients and would be adding several more over the course of time. They posed several challenges for ThinkSoft. The scope of the project would increase over time, but we would have to maintain timelines, reduce costs, reduce effort, and yet maintain the same level of quality, we were told. ThinkSoft realized that standard methods of testing would not work in this case. Some innovation was called for. In fact, it was only based on an assurance of maintaining the same cost and effort that the customer decided to award the project to ThinkSoft.
ThinkSoft formulated a strategy to conduct regression testing based on repository, risk prioritization metrics, and automation. The strategy would also ensure that the defect rejection ratio would be low and yet no defects were leaked. It was important to separate out the essentials from the chaff, to separate out what could be replicated from what was required to be done fresh each time. Find out if it was critical for the release or not. ThinkSoft created a database of scripts as there was no organized structure for storing the scripts earlier. Then we added information like defect trends, complexities, and statistics on repetition. This would help us to apply an intelligent system called RPM, which in turn would identify the scope of any release in an optimized way. This reduced the scope of testing by about 10 times.
This also optimized test coverage and insulated the exponential expansion of test coverage when new clients got added. Now that we have optimized the amount of work to be done, we had to solve how to do it faster. Automation was the key. By deploying our proprietary Artemis framework, we were able to optimize the test effort over iterations and releases, reduce dependency on technically equipped resources, as well as ensure extensibility of the framework and also guarantee easy maintenance.
ThinkSoft's tool for parameter comparison and verification resulted in reduction of 94% of manual effort. ThinkSoft's solution was able to maintain the same team size and get costs down in spite of a scope increase of 164% over 3 years. We were able to reduce the schedule of release test timelines by half without affecting quality.
ThinkSoft scored 5 on 5 on 5 successive releases, a scoring done by client themselves. This testing model was rated as the most mature model within the client's organization.
Sounds simple to the uninitiated, doesn't it? It's a matter of strategy, the right tools, and diligence. Believe me, only a testing expert with in-depth knowledge and experience across the BFSI segment can do it. That's what ThinkSoft brings to the table. Thanks for watching. See you again at the next session.